Okay, I was interviewed today by a master's student, and she's in Toronto, and she wanted to ask me questions for a paper she's writing about my mommy makeover, and how did that affect my perception of myself, and all kinds of questions. But she asked me at one point, what is it that you want people to know about your experience? And it's kind of hard to think of it while you're talking about it. But what I realized as I was out here brushing the pool, which has become it's exercise for me, and it's time with my thoughts, because I'm out here by myself usually. Sometimes I listen to music, but whatever. So out here with my thoughts, I realized what I wanted. How did all of this mommy makeover stuff relate to motherhood, and what changed before, what changed after? And I'm gonna get teary, and that's just all there is to it, because making the choice to have a mommy makeover was not the superficial choice that many people think it is. It's so deep. And for me, I didn't make the decision to have a mommy makeover until after motherhood. Well, I mean, motherhood's never finished, but my kids are adults now. I have a 24-year-old and I have a 21-year-old, and they're often young adulting, and that means that I have a lot of free time on my hands. Because when you are in the middle of mothering, whether they are babies or toddlers or grade schoolers or high schoolers or college students, sometimes so much of our time, Gen X, we weren't mothered the way that we wanted to be mothered most of the time. Sometimes some of my friends had the best moms, thank goodness, because I adopted them. Okay, I clung to some of my friends' mothers, and kind of mom I wanted to be was the one that was at all the soccer games and brought the snacks for the team and had the minivan and drove the kids to practice and stayed all day at the tournaments and went to the swim meets and volunteered to be the team mom and was present for all the things as often as possible, at the same time trying to balance teaching my kids about independence and all of that as well, because I will not say that I didn't get some strong points because of how I grew up. But what I'm getting at is we were so involved in I'll speak for myself, but I was so involved with trying to be the best mother that I could be, that I spent all my time and energy into them. Anything that was left over after work and all of that stuff went to the kids, and then they're gone all of a sudden. Poof, bye-bye, go to college, go off into the world, be grown-ups, whatever it is that your kids are going to do. And then there's no more water polo tournaments, and there's no more swim meets, and there's no more driving them to school and sleepovers and having the house that the kids could bring all their friends to. Okay, this is what I wanted to do then. And then when all of that went away, sorry, adjusting this is how you know I'm not a professional content creator. This is all side gig stuff for me. But what I'm getting at again is that all of a sudden there's none of that. It just stops one day. You wake up as a mom and it's just, that part is done. There's other things, but then you got to figure out how to replace it. What am I spending my time on? Well, for the first time in my adult life, I have time to focus on myself, to put energy into that, to allow myself to eat the strawberries that are in the fridge because I'm not saving them for my children, to take the time to choose the foods that I want to eat and prepare, not other than what the kids will eat. You know, I haven't made mac and cheese in I don't know how long. So how all of this relates to motherhood is that once I got to a certain age and a certain phase, I was able to put the energy into myself that I needed, that I deserved, but that I needed. And science also at the same time caught up with that. So the safety of having an abdominoplasty that was so extensive that my incisions start, let me show you. My incisions start way back here and they wrap all the way around, okay? All the way around. I was almost sawed in half, I say. I mean, not really, I'm joking. But I went to the extreme of having plus size plastic surgery because I hated my body, and I hated it since after I became a mother, sure. But that's not how it related. My body was not taken from me or harmed in any way because of motherhood. So when you ask me if I was on a journey back to myself, basically, in some ways, yes, I'm going back to myself, but in so many more ways, I'm discovering who I've always been. It's as if a layer that was surrounding me and protecting me was just peeled off of me. So now I am sensitive to a lot of things all around me, and I'm not obsessed with looking at my flaws anymore. I mean, I have flaws, I'm imperfect, and just because I'm in a smaller body doesn't mean that, you know, I'm a bikini model. But when you fake it until you make it, sometimes you can get there. So as a content creator, making these videos, one of the things that this young woman asked me, or what she told me, was that when she's watched some of my videos, that the general vibe is that is a sense of confidence, and that's the energy that I'm giving off. Like, that you got here, you're just confident in who you are now. And there is a very small level, because when you're so far down here with a lack of confidence, and then you're never, it's like you'll never get there. And maybe all women feel that way no matter what they have done, or don't do. But what I'm telling you is, when you're so far down here and then all of a sudden you get this, yes, things are so much improved, but really you can't get to where you want to be, or where what you're giving off. So I fake it till I make it. That's how I get by. And if I keep making these videos and or putting the photos up side by side, that's the only time I see it. And then I feel it for a short moment while I'm looking at it. But when I look away from the camera, I'm just me. I'm just what's left. So that's how it relates to motherhood.